my mind. I think it's a great idea, but I know all great ideas have big holes in them. And I think one of the biggest gifts that I've given myself and that Nicole's given me is she sees life very different to me. We are polar opposite in personality types, in bank code. And my ability to be able to learn to go have an idea, articulate it, put it down, and then go and say to her, here's my idea, tell me what you think, without, and this has taken a lot of personal development and a lot of growth, without getting offended when she cuts holes in it, if that makes sense, because the ability, that saved me over, especially recently, saved me a lot of money and a lot of time and a lot of heartache and a lot of effort because she looks at things in a way that I don't look at them. And the ability not to want to be right, but do the right things, if that makes sense.
Because I feel like a business partner and a marriage partner, they're two different things, right? They're two different hats. So how do you juggle that?
Well, so that's quite a broad question,
I
but
know.
I think what comes to mind first up for me is you have to get on the same page of what you want to achieve. So why are you going to do this? Why does Nicole want to do this? Why do I want to do this? Are both of us wanting to do this? And then what are we prepared to do in the doing? Because I think that's one area that I've seen conflict come into our relationship is that I am a quick start person in the Colby analysis. I'm known as what's called quick start. I have an idea. We're going to do something. I'll do it, and you know that, Suri, is that
Mhm.
I'm what's called quick start. Nicole's not a quick start, so Nicole is very cautious, a lot more cautious than me, a lot more risk averse. I operate from the proviso that when I get going, I'll figure the shit out on the way. Nicole's, in terms of bank, she's a lot more blueprint than I am. She needs to know the A, B, C's, and D's. So what I have learned is that I need to have clarity in what she is going to do over what period of time. Because if I expect her to do what I'm going to do as fast as I'm going to do it, and that's what I'm expecting because I do it, then I get very frustrated. And that's really unfair on her. And the other side, I think, is true, Nix, is that the other side is also true, is if she expects me to dot the I's and cross the T's and do all that sort of stuff, well, I'm not going to do that. And then we're going to create. So it's understanding how each one of us operates. So in your context, you and your wife, how you operate, what you want, and what you are prepared to put in over what period of time, and then hold each other accountable to that and have open communication without taking offense and getting upset and getting all pissy about it.